Okay, Neil, this is the rig that I have been submitting to Moodle. Um, it's all been done except for the stretchy limbs. I did not have time to do the stretchy limbs, and there was also an issue with all of these global controls. I think I may have gotten them mixed up, but I'll get to that a little bit later. So I've also added an extra attribute to the IKFK button, adding the skeletons to them. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That just helps it tidy up. What it does is when you put it onto 0, all the IK buttons and skeletons turn on, and the base skeleton attaches to that. And when you turn it to 1, then it all goes into FK. So it's just to kind of help tidy up, categorize it a bit more. Probably didn't work out. I think when I did the animations, it may have stuffed up the process, but I think that's easily fixed in the end anyway. But anyway, the issue with these is that global controls, they control their hips and everything, but as you can see, they don't control the skeleton. As you can see, it's splitting down the middle there, and also the head rig is moving. I think that's also the case with this bottom one down here. It's the same issue, but all these other ones are working fine. It's just those two. I'm not sure if that's a bad thing or if that's supposed to happen, but I haven't had time to really look into it and fix it because I have no idea what's caused it. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, so I've done an animation with the IK skeleton. I've just shown the legs real quick. Just doing it a little bit by bit. So you can see I've got the bending going on the foot. It's got all the attributes and the keys and all the pivots and stuff sitting on the foot, the heel, the ball. I'll let you stuff it around on the actual Maya file so you can see what's been done to it. On the other foot, just adjusting the slider. And you've got the knee targeters and all that kind of stuff moving the leg as well. And yeah. Okay, and now we've got the curve in the spine being affected by those two up here. I'm not really sure if I'm using all of these pivots and stuff right. I'm not really a good animator, so I have no idea what I should be using, what I shouldn't be using, but as you can see, it moves back, it curves the body pretty fine. And then it pivots side to side. I stretched out the arms and stuff so that they wouldn't go into the torso. And then we've got the arms spinning, and I'll just turn the mesh back on. And got the forearm twister there, which helps to move the forearm a bit, as you can see there. See it twists it around a little bit. So I've got that on both arms, then I've got the bending of the hands, and then the fingers. Again, with all of the finger pivots here, it's got all the first blend, the second blend, and all the key attributes, that set keys that we put in. So we got one bending normally on the going inwards normally, then you got one over here bending freakishly backwards. So I've got all the extremes that we had to put into the key drives. So just showing that there. It's also been applied to the foot. It'll all bend 90 degrees up that way or 90 degrees down that way, so it'll do things that aren't really physically possible, but because you told us to put it in, it's already in there. I think that's the end of the IK one. So you go over to the button, press 1 on all of them, and it'll turn on the FK. And as I said, I'm not really sure how to animate with the IK and FK, is how you swap from one to the other, because when as you can see on the FK, those leg animations didn't apply to the mesh, and I think that's because the IK skeletons disappeared. So again, that might be the trouble with doing that one. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, so with the FK, done another leg animation, just testing out all the controllers. Very basic animation, and then again trying out the pivot side to side, and then I tried out the spine, and it's got the curvy going with the hierarch. on the side, then spin it around again, and then bends the spine inwards and out. And now we're trying out the arms. I'm not sure if you're supposed to bend the clavicle or if that's supposed to be there or if it's supposed to pivot, but anyway, I just decided to pivot. And also trying out the neck. Now I have tried doing the jaw, but because it doesn't actually have a separated jaw, I think that's not actually supposed to work like that. But yeah, that's the end of the animations that I set up. Also set up the wristband here so it'll spin the forearm with the key drives of the forearm controller. And it's all attached to one global. Both the IK, base, and FK share the same one. So if you scale it all in and out, then it should all be good to use. Now again, the only issue I've really come across is these ones here. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be like that anymore, but as I said, I've run out of time. I really can't look into it and fix it. So yeah, I'll let you stuff around with it, and I hope to hear good marks from you. Alright.